Time now for some culture news on the programme, and the 49th Deauville American Film Festival is kicking off this evening. We can go across to France 24's culture editor Eve Jackson, who's covering the event for us. Good afternoon to you, Eve. Now, some of the biggest stars in Hollywood have attended this gathering in the past, but how is the ongoing actors and writers' strike affecting things where you are?
Well, this year, Natalie Portman, Peter Dinklage, Jude Law and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are all getting tributes in their absence. For close to 2 months, the actors' union SAG-AFTRA has been on strike, along with the writers' union. The festival's director, Bruno Bard, says he understands the actors' position and their need to protect themselves against the dangers of things like artificial intelligence. But he also says he wants to give audience here a chance to discover these actors and their films, so he decided to maintain the tributes. Here he is.
I'm for the strike. I understand it, and I'm in solidarity, especially on the concerns with artificial intelligence. It's a dead end that tries to make it seem like we can replace humans, and the truth is no. It's like replacing Mozart with a computer. Creation is above all human. So yes, I understand their concerns, but of course I would have preferred that Natalie Portman, Peter Dinklage, Jude Law and Joseph Gordon-Levitt were able to come, because we worked for 6 months to get them to attend, and we had made agreements. We had the films. Yes, there's 4 less people, but it's not a massive deal. Attendance has increased by 20%. That means the audience that is here loves cinema, and they are invested.
Now, Eve, Jude Law was supposed to be there with his film Firebrand, which opens the festival.
Well, in Firebrand, Jude Law plays King Henry VIII. The movie is about the king's relationship with his 6th and final wife, Catherine Parr, who's played by Oscar winner Alicia Vikander. Now, the English actor is said to have done such a big transformation for this role that he wore perfume on the set that smelled like blood, poo and sweat, saying he thought it would have more of an impact if he smelt horrendous.
Once I put sort of everything on, we didn't want to use prosthetics, but there was a sort of process to getting to him, and we changed my hairline, and I obviously had this beard, and there were certain things I put in my mouth, and certain things I did. The costume and the layers, multiple layers of the costumes, and taking on this walk. Once I was sort of in Henry mode, there was no sort of turning back.
Henry.
Close the door.
Henry? Come in.
Joan.
Please.
And Jude Law will also receive a Lifetime Achievement Award this year.
And Eve, some big names will still be in attendance, won't they?
They will indeed. Emilia Clarke, who you might know better as the mother of dragons in the series The Game of Thrones, she's screening her new film, The Pod Generation. Now here she plays a tech executive torn between her successful career and her desire to start a family. Take a look.
Everything seems to be revolving around Pod.
The baby. Baby, I'm sorry. I don't see a pod. I see a baby.
Everyone in the family needs to make adjustments to welcome this new addition. Your family dynamics are about to undergo tremendous changes, and these changes directly affect you.
Yes. Thanks for that, Eliza.
Emilia Clarke is also getting the Rising Star Award here at Deauville, and I'll be sitting down with her for an interview over the weekend that you can watch next week. The French director Luc Besson, who gave us The Big Blue, Nikita and The Fifth Element. He'll also be back with his latest film, Dogma. Now, he was recently cleared of sexual assault charges in June, and it's thought this will be some sort of a comeback for him. In this movie, and the indie actor who everyone loves, Caleb Landry Jones, plays a man who was abused by his father growing up as a boy, and who grows up to use his beloved dogs as weapons of revenge. Take a look.
You love dogs, huh? More than you love your own family?
I do.
You piece of shit!
Did you know anyone else? Somebody that could show you some attention or affection?
A child takes affection where you can get it. They're my babies. As far as I can tell, they only have one flaw. They trust humans.
Also in Deauville this week, the revered French actor Carole Bouquet. She'll be giving a masterclass. She has starred in more than 60 films. For international viewers, though, you might know her as a Bond girl or as the face of the perfume Chanel No. 5.
And Eve, talk us through some of the highlights of this year's festival.
Well, a real highlight of Deauville is always the competition. There have been some incredible independent films discovered here over the years, Little Miss Sunshine being John Malkovich and Whiplash. Now, this year there are 14 films competing, 9 first films and 8 of them directed by women. Now, one film that caught my eye is called Fremont by Iranian director Babak Jalai. That was a huge hit at Sundance. It features an incredible breakout performance from real-life Afghan refugee Anayita Wali Zada. Join me later from the red carpet on opening night. I'll be back here. Hopefully the sun will be back out because it's raining now. See you then.
I can hear the seagulls in the distance. Thank you very much for that, Eve. Eve Jackson there reporting from the Deauville American Film Festival. Time